you tell us a story? Something special?
Yeah, a story that we haven't heard before.
Of course, I have just the perfect story in mind. It's about two very special friends who lived in a village by the sea. Their names were Aurelia and Isla. They were as different as night and day, yet their bond was stronger than the fiercest storm.
What made them so special?
It wasn't just what they did, but who they were. This story will show you how true strength and kindness can change everything, even the wildest of storms.
Wow, I can't wait to hear it.
Then let's begin the tale of the Golden Heart and the island's strength. In a land where mountains met the sea, two friends lived in a small, secluded village. Their names were Aurelia, with hair as bright as gold, and Isla, with eyes that reflected the deep blue of the ocean. Despite their different personalities, they shared a bond that was as strong as the tallest mountain and as deep as the vastest ocean. Aurelia was known throughout the village for her generosity. She would often spend her days helping others, whether it was assisting an elderly neighbour with their chores or comforting a child who had fallen and scraped their knee. Her heart was as golden as the sun that set over the sea every evening, and the villagers loved her for it. Isla, on the other hand, was admired for her resilience. Much like an island that stands firm against the relentless waves, Isla never wavered in the face of adversity. She was the person others turned to when they faced challenges, knowing she would guide them with wisdom and strength. One day, a terrible storm threatened the village. Dark clouds gathered on the horizon, and the wind howled through the trees. The villagers were frightened, for they had never seen a storm of such magnitude. They feared for their homes, their crops, and their lives. Aurelia and Isla, seeing the distress of their fellow villagers, knew they had to do something. They decided to climb the highest mountain in the region, where it was said that the spirit of the land resided. This spirit was believed to have the power to calm the storm and protect the village, but it had not been seen for many years. The journey to the mountain was arduous. The storm grew stronger as they climbed, with the wind threatening to knock them off their feet and the rain soaking them to the bone. Aurelia, despite her kind heart, began to falter. The cold and the wetness made her shiver, and the steep path made her legs ache. Isla noticed her friend's struggle and took her hand. "We must keep going, Aurelia," she said, her voice steady. "The village is depending on us. We can't give up now." Aurelia nodded, drawing strength from Isla's resolve. With Isla's support, they continued their climb, finally reaching the peak as the storm raged around them. At the top of the mountain, they found an ancient altar, overgrown with moss and surrounded by towering stone pillars. In the centre of the altar was a small weathered statue representing the spirit of the land. The statue had once been magnificent, but now it was cracked and worn, almost forgotten by time. Aurelia, her golden heart shining through despite her exhaustion, knelt before the statue and spoke softly. "Spirit of the land, we beg you to help our village. The storm is too strong for us to endure, and without your aid, we fear for our lives." Isla stood by her side, adding, "We come not for ourselves, but for those who cannot make this journey. We ask for your strength to protect them." For a moment, there was only the sound of the wind and rain. But then, a soft light began to emanate from the statue. The spirit of the land had heard their plea. The light grew brighter, warming them even as the storm continued to rage. The spirit's voice, ancient and wise, spoke to them. "You have come with pure intentions," it said. "Aurelia, your golden heart shows that you care deeply for others. Isla, your steadfastness proves that you have the strength to face any challenge. Together, you embody the balance needed to protect this land." The spirit's light enveloped them, and suddenly the storm began to abate. The winds calmed, the rain lessened, and the dark clouds began to part, revealing the evening sun. Aurelia and Isla watched in awe as the storm dissipated, leaving the village safe and sound. When they returned to the village, the villagers welcomed them as heroes. They had saved their home not through force or wealth, but through the power of their character, Aurelia's kindness and Isla's strength. From that day on, the villagers knew that true power didn't come from physical strength or material possessions. Instead, it came from the balance of qualities like kindness, courage, and resilience. Aurelia and Isla continued to lead by example, teaching others that when faced with adversity, it is our inner qualities that guide us to the right path.
That was amazing, Mom. Aurelia and Isla were so brave. I want to be just like them.
Yeah, they saved the whole village with their kindness and strength. I never thought being kind could be so powerful.
That's right, girls. Aurelia's kindness and Isla's strength show us that it's not always about being the strongest or the fastest. Sometimes it's about being there for others and having the courage to do what's right.
I think I understand now. It's like how you always tell me to help others and not give up, even when things are hard.
Exactly, sweetheart. The greatest strength comes from within, and when we combine that with kindness, we can overcome anything, just like Aurelia and Isla.
I'm going to remember that the next time I face a challenge. Thanks for the story.
Me too. Thanks, Mom.
I'm glad you liked it. Remember, no matter what, you both have the power to make a difference, just like Aurelia and Isla.